WNBA PA. I think I'm getting this right. The WNBPA is what they do. What they say.
First time I knew this organization existed was this morning. Didn't know they had a PA.
Oh, yes, you did.
Because of Christine Brennan.
Because of Christine Brennan. They don't like positive coverage of their league, right? Of their players. No, but so the WNBA PA and the newly formed structure of the popularity combined with the players and now this new TV contract that the league has, they have enforced a clause, which was expected, that they are opting out of the current collective bargaining agreement in order to negotiate one for down the road, a more lucrative CBA for the players. That will allow them to begin negotiations, and it could go up to, this time next year, could go well into the off season of next year, but the 2025 season will not be affected. Chad, with the year to negotiate, and knowing that right now that they have lost money as a league every single year, but they have just received $2.2 billion in their new media rights deal that was negotiated this past summer, and that will give the league $200 million annually. That could go up as high as $272 million annually for the league. And the league can go back to the bargaining table for the media rights deal when they assess how popular the league is 3 years from now. So it could continue to rise. The players want more of the pie. I don't blame them because right now they're getting under 10% of the revenue of the league. The problem is the league has lost money. This will be the last time we see that headline based on the money allocated through the NBA and the fact that they negotiated their TV rights with some streamers. They've got networks involved. They're going to be doing just fine. Plus Caitlin Clark and the ability to build on her brand. And all of the primetime games averaged, give or take, around 1 million viewers. They're going to get theirs. What we're not going to see a year from now is any type of lockout that would pause all the momentum that the league has, or any strike that would discontinue any momentum that the players have due to the Caitlin Clark effect and the popularity of the WNBA. They also have a struggle, though, in determining what is the fair share for future salary caps, Chad, because the league also wants to expand. Right now they're at 12 teams. They have to expand. Considering 8 teams get in the playoffs, what's the purpose of the regular season, right? So while, the maximum salaries will be, I think, the talk of the headlines across the media contingent over the next 12 months or so, I think the real headline will be the minimum salary, which is right now $64,000. And I think you can get that up to 6 figures for a minimum salary, while everyone debates on whether or not they'll actually reach, over $1 million annually for some of these contracts. Underpaid, sure, based on this upcoming media rights deal. But up until Caitlin Clark, we weren't having, headlines leading a show about what is now the off season of a league that is finally acting like a professional league. But they don't act professional through their Players Association. You mentioned Christine Brennan. Whenever it's time to actually get the media push to maybe put some heat on those that are pushing back on raising salaries or doing anything like that, they've already told many of the media that want to cover the league, we don't need you here because you're covering Caitlin Clark. You're writing a book. You're not needed here. In fact, it's not, you don't cover and write with integrity, leading USA Today to have to put out a statement saying, Christine Brennan's just fine. So be careful what bridges you burn with all this, because whenever it comes back to which side is the public on, it's going to be on the side of Caitlin Clark.
So $200 million deal beginning.
And before we continue, as you hear, Caitlin Clark is the most important piece of this, right? You guys shouldn't be talking the way you're talking. There's no way you guys are going to go on a strike. You guys see the momentum is here. We've heard multiple podcasts, multiple interviews stating we're so excited where the league is now, where the momentum of the game is, where women, they like to say where women's basketball is right now, because they don't like to say, they don't like to give the credit to Caitlin Clark. So they like to say where the women's game is grown and the momentum it has now. Why do you think Unrivaled started? They're trying to take advantage of the momentum. So for the girls to go on a strike, you guys would try to shut down the momentum. They think that they have enough momentum going on with Unrivaled that they could go on strike. Ultimately, look, you're not going to go on strike. You guys know that. You guys can't afford to go on strike. 95% of you can't afford a strike. You guys would have to get real jobs. And you guys got to be patient. At the end of the day, yes, you guys got a deal where it's like, okay, you guys, the CBA negotiations and things like that will go up. Your guys' natural league minimum will go up, hopefully reaching $6K. Let's just say the average salary will go up to $150,000, $160,000 for a 4-month league is not bad. Then you guys are getting paid overseas. Then you guys are getting brand deals. You guys should be worried about capitalizing on brand deals right now. Capitalize on that to subsidize income and things like that. So for me, I don't like all the interviews, all the girls announcing strike, all of them trying to come together and go at the league. Be patient. Keep putting out good basketball. Stop running your mouth. You guys are ruining and it's not a good look. It's really not a good look because now you guys are making it all about money. Everything's about money, 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 money. And I get it. You guys should get the same amount of pay. Well, not the same amount of pay. Let me stop. You guys should get a decent amount of pay for being professional athletes. But at the end of the day, the game has to grow to a level where it's like, yeah, we can pay you that. We're seeing the momentum now. Caitlin Clark, we understand what she's doing. Yes, there's some other girls in there. Majority is Caitlin Clark. Her games average around 1 million views. Yeah, she could get paid. If we could have everyone doing what Caitlin Clark is doing collectively, oh yeah, we could get paid. Unfortunately, it's not ran like that. It's not like that. So let's continue.
In 2026 is their next media rights deal. I don't see this thing going to any type of work stoppage.
No.
At any point, but it's an odd situation only because it's hard to find the leverage points here.
Well, you don't go to a work stoppage right after you have the media deal that you just signed. That would be dumb.
No, and I think this would be more of a 2025, 26 thing before the media rights deal goes into effect. But in one breath, the WNBA has never been more popular, which is a fact right now. So you don't want to stop that forward momentum with a work stoppage for any reason, regardless of who you want to blame. On the other side, it is a league that has consistently lost money. On the other side of that, if you are in business, you want to buy low and sell high. You can do that right now if you own a WNBA franchise. That's why they're looking to expand, because there are rich people who want to own a team, because right now you can buy low and eventually sell high. It is a product that's on the rise. So it's a tough spot because I can't really find who has all the cards here.
Caitlin
and
Clark.
who has all the leverage. Right.
Well,
I mean,
the players.
Caitlin Clark. It's very clear, guys.
Retired, all of that forward momentum would go away.
But that's not.
But she's not going to do that. So
that's why I think the players have a lot of leverage. They just haven't leaned into the Caitlin Clark effect the way they should have.
Thank you. They haven't leaned into the Caitlin Clark effect like they should have. Thank you. Very important. If you guys will get out of your head and stop trying to be followers and try to shit on Caitlin Clark and wake up, be like a Sophie Cunningham and embrace her and be friends. And I would be taking pictures. I'd be we will be straight homies. I'll be calling Caitlin Clark in her DMs. I don't care what it takes. We got to grow this league. Be competitive, play good basketball, but have good interviews. Speak on it. All this, I don't want to do an interview. I don't want to talk on her. Oh, next question. I don't want to speak on her. You guys are ruining your opportunity, ruining your chance to gather fans. The eyes are on you, good or bad. You might as well try to make them good. Yeah. How much more of this? Let's continue.
But they're going to when it comes to this negotiation, because while we have thoroughly covered that they've lost $50 million, a season, or they were expected to lose $50 million as a league this year. Reports are it's $40 million, not 50, that they're in the red. But I don't think you see the losses moving forward once this new media money comes in. $2.2 billion. They're going to make sure that they cover their losses here, and you don't negotiate the way they have, and try to build on the momentum that the players have, and then say, yeah, we're going to strike. We're going to have the players aren't going to play to begin the season. You have to do that. You have to capitalize while you have any leverage. They haven't had any. So the fact that they have some, and quite a bit, honestly, given the fact that the TV networks want this on their programming, I think the players are going to get a lot more than what they've had. Maybe not exactly, the pipe dream numbers that they expect, but some will get a ton, and the minimum salaries are going to rise to, 6 figures or so. That will cover Angel Reese's rent.
Yeah. I saw you talking about that last week.
I mean, she's got tons of endorsement. She's doing just fine. But, she's like the tongue-in-cheek, living above my means.
Her actual job wouldn't pay for her rent.
She
was saying. But she's also making money elsewhere.
She didn't know her salary. She had to look off camera to figure out her salary.
What is it, 64? I think she said 64?
Or 70-something.
Something like that,
yeah. But point being, like, she's doing just fine. But for as much of the brand that is even Angel Reese, it's worth more than whatever the salary is that she's receiving from Chicago.
Yep.
And she'll get hers.
That's facts.
Because of the leverage that they have.
And you just had a championship game.
And in fact, honestly, a lot of the girls should try to be like, they should actually try and go and do what Angel Reese is doing. Get the brand deals, get the endorsements, get the sponsorships, go. Do it while it's hot. Angel Reese got like 30 of them shits. She's not even good at basketball like that. And you girls are complaining about money. Go get the endorsements like her. Make it relevant. Make more eyes get gathered to the league. Do something to bring eyes. Angel Reese is at least doing shit to bring eyes to the league. She's trying. You girls are just complaining. Isn't it so funny? Caitlin Clark makes the most money out of all you girls in the league. She doesn't say a word. And she gets paid the least amount of money. She brings in the most eyes. She sells the most tickets, jerseys, anything. She brings more value to the league by herself than all of you guys combined in the league, and she gets paid pretty much the least. Doesn't say one word. Look, man, hit that subscribe button. I appreciate you. I'm going to catch you on the next video. I'm out.